take back our government in Lansing and Washington. We got to. But there's a second piece of this that I'm going to ask each one of you to do and take responsibility for. If we don't want big government to be the answer to our country's problems, do we? No! And if we truly do not want big government to be the answer to our problems, then guess what? Each one of us has the responsibility to step up and be part of that solution. And that means if you have neighbors that are hungry or suffering, we need to help them, because you know what? Government doesn't do very many things well, do they? No! And in fact, the government can never do what a close, strong family or a tight-knit community can do. They can't. So we need to go back to our families and our communities today. And not only do we need to get active and have our voices heard in Lansing and Washington, because we've got to, but we also have to take responsibility for our families and communities and start there and serve and care and work and let our voices be heard and never, ever, ever give up liberty and freedom. And I want to say one more thing. Today's the start of the new Patriot Revolution. Today is the day that we light the flame of liberty that burns the souls of each one of you.
A couple of weeks ago, the mayor suggested they're going to have to cut off parts of the city to police and fire service. It's a really sad story. Something you think is going to happen in a third world country, but it's right here in Michigan. I think we've heard it all before. Michigan is turning around. We're turning the corner. Prosperity is right around the corner. I think we've heard this all before for 30 years. This narrow government program, or this narrowly directed tax cut, and we'll all be okay. The politics keep telling us that. You know, we have Proposal A, which raised their sales tax by 60%. But you know what? To cut property taxes. You know what? Today, property taxes are still above the national average. We are overtaxed. We have 3 new casinos in Detroit. And how is that working out? One in bankruptcy and the other on permanent bankruptcy. We had a brand new Pfizer research lab in Ann Arbor, only to be shut down a few years later. We eliminated the single business tax, the worst business tax in the country. And if that wasn't enough, they threw a 20% tax surcharge on top of the worst business tax in the country. She has some great ideas. Well, that's coming up. If only we were cool, then we would have jobs. Cool cities. Well, I think we've been in a recession 5 to 8 years here in Michigan, so I don't think being cool has worked out too well to bring jobs here.
Yeah.
Some of these things, like Proposal A, have brought short-term benefits to the state. But overall, Michigan has been on a downward decline. But we have great teachers here in this state, and there's billboards up all over the state.